Howdy, howdy, hey, you fine folk. Thank you for being with us here so early when we are starting so late. We'll be kicking it off just as soon as these pre-roll ads run, and we'll dive right into some goodly doodly. Hope you're having a great Monday. Hello, everyone. How are we today? It is so good to see you all here. Welcome on in. Poke John, Nicholson Morrow, Mothman Centaur, and all of you in the shadows. I know it's a different time than we normally do. We're an hour late. It's for a good reason, though. It's for a good reason. I've been working away at getting a practice run at a video going for the YouTubes. Here's a little sneak preview. Ooh. Look at that. Can you believe that's going to become a burger bun in a little bit? Ooh. Welcome on in. It's so good to see you. How was everybody's weekend? How was everybody's Mother's Day? I hope that, it was a good, fulfilling Mother's Day for everyone. Welcome on in, COD Zombie. Good to see ya. How are you today? You made it? You made it. The tradition's broken. Tradition is spent. It's gone. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Oh, that just kind of actually broke it. Man, lighting, it never ceases to amaze, It always breaks all the time. Your weekend was okay? I'm glad to hear. Try and fix some of that lighting a little. No, it is still, all right. All right, there we go. We got, it's a lot better. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. How's everyone's project? How's everything going? Let's see, maybe, nope. Don't do that, Joe. That's a bad idea. That's the wrong idea. What is happening? What is happening? My camera settings are frozen. Come on. Come on. Come on, little guy. You can do it. Yeah, it's completely frozen. Hold on. Let me quit that and open it back up again. Come on. Your green screen broke? My whole reality broke, bro. There we go. All right. Yeah, whatever. We'll call it here. Oh, man. Spending my copious amounts of free time by organizing life. Wow. I'm jealous. Okay, John, I'd like a little bit of organization. When you get done finishing all of organizing life, you come over and do mine too. That'd be great. Thanks. Oh my goodness. Thanks, God. Appreciate it. I did some research over the weekend. I figured out how to get this flash working using shaders. The magical power of shaders. So right now, they're all white, which is not good. So we need to change how we're doing this. We have our shader here. It is changing it to white. We don't really want this. We want to add a uniform. Uniform Vec 4. Let's see if I can do this off of memory. I'm gonna be really impressed with myself if I can. And it's gonna be a color range? No, pick. Come on, where's my autocomplete? It's not color range, right? Color range. Oh, right, and we need a name. That's the problem. Flash color as color, source color. Okay, so now we should be able to go to our shader parameters, and there's our flash color. So we throw that up to white, and then, gosh, okay, what's the next step here? I did this over the weekend in a different project. We add an animation player, which we have. So we're gonna go to our animation. We're gonna make a new animation. This is gonna be click flash. We're gonna zoom in. Woo, it's a little too much, okay. And then we're gonna go to our animated sprite TD. If I'm remembering this right. Is it you? No, it's just the sprite. Okay, just the sprite in the animation, and then shoot. There's a way to do this. Hold on. Let me go back to my project that I actually did this on and see what I can gronkulate real quick. I've been learning so much about shaders. They are absolutely crazy. Shaders break my brain. It is absolutely wild. Okay, we don't want mapping gradient colors yet, although that is a super rad technique. Okay. It's the percent. That's the thing. We're missing a another uniform here. Uniform vec4 flash percent as and this will be a how do we do this one? It's a range no, it's a how do we do this? There's a keyword here. Hint range. Although we're not getting gosh darn it. Oh yeah, let's have the default in here too. Vec4 and then 1.0. So that's going to assign it to 1 for each of those different color definition points. So this is going to effectively be a 1, 1, 1, 1. So a fully opaque white color. And then 0.0 to 1.0 equals 0. And we're okay with it just being in increments of 0.1, which I believe is the default. Oh, we need that to be a float, right? Patrick, hello, welcome in. So good to see you. How are you today? Welcome on in. Grace Ray, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Watching me fumble around with shaders for a second. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Range hint is float and int only. Well, yeah. Right? That's what we've got. What are we missing out on here? Hello, hi, hello, Grace Ray. How are you doing today? Welcome in. I've got a burp cloth and my son with me. I've been cooking all day. How am I doing? I've been cooking all day. So I didn't do anything for Mother's Day yesterday because like just the week before was my wife's birthday party and I did a whole lot for that. But today, woke up, made strawberry chocolate soufflés for her for breakfast, and then dove into prepping dinner. So we're gonna have some friends over. We're making Big Macs, homemade buns, homemade everything, grinding our own meat, and filming it as practice for a video that we're going to be releasing on YouTube, hopefully next week. So it's been a little busy. That's why we're about an hour late compared to how we normally are, but that's okay. That's all right. And I'm fumbling around with shaders, trying to make this all, function. So you're good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, Grace Ray. By the way, we are a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the game industry. I have a spreadsheet with all of the people who are working on projects and what projects they are. So if people are working on things and they have not yet told me, I'd appreciate it if you told me so I can write it down in my spreadsheet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we are developing this superhero-based roguelike. It's probably not going to run. Oh, it is going to run. So it's a dexterity roguelike is what I'm calling it. So it's kind of Helldivers 2 with stratagems where you have to click the dots in the right order in order to execute these different special powers that you have in order to beat the bad guy. And once you beat the bad guy, you take turns going back and forth, and you have a certain amount of time for your turn. So instead of like having energy for cards, you have a total time limit. You can just do as much as you can. So after you beat a fight, you'll go into a downtime activity where you can train up your powers, you can level them up and change them, modify them, make them easier to execute. But then also you're going to have your life that you have to deal with because all great superhero stories have that element, right? It's all about balancing these extra human, supra-human sort of things with the very mundane aspects. So you got to go save Aunt May. You got to go make sure that your spouse is happy, you know, and do all those things while managing all this. So that's kind of the idea of what we're doing here today. Okay. Where are we? Right. Our shader's broken, and I don't know why. Why is this broken? Oh, because it's not a Vec 4. Duh. It's a float. That's why. There we go. There's our flash percent. Okay, so now we can go to our animation player, and we can go back to our Sprite 2D. We can keyframe. Yes, create a track. And then we're going to go to, like, 7. Add another key. Go full opaque. And then another key at the very end. That will be 0. So that's going to be kind of a awkward ease in, ease out, just to try it out. And I guess it would be an ease in, not an ease out. No. Okay. We need to delete these lines. Okay. Come on, fingers crossed. Okay. Okay. So, of course this isn't going to work because I don't have... I'm not calling the animation yet. Okay, so then... Oops. Right here, we need to do... do we have a... we do have a variable for our Sprite 2D. Okay, Sprite 2D dot... I guess it wouldn't be the Sprite 2D we're calling, right? It would be the animation player. Right. $ animation player. Get the right thing. Dot play. And we're going to play click. Flash. Ooh, is that what it's called? It is. Yes. Okay. Let's try that. And it's a whole second long, which is way longer than we want it to be. Okay, so that's not working. We are not hooking it up correctly. I know this is not going to fix the problem, but we should have this anyway. We should have an on ready var animation player equals animation player. And do animation player. Okay. Dot play. Click flash. Okay. So now the autocomplete is recognizing it. That's good. That makes me happy. It shouldn't fix it. If it fixes it, something weird is happening. Yeah, okay. Not fixing it. It's occurring to me that maybe it's disappearing before the flash percentage is able to actually like do its thing. So what if we change it to like 0.3, and then we'll move all these over. Although I don't know why we're taking away the white. That doesn't really necessarily make sense. Okay, so it's not playing. It's not playing. Or rather, if it is playing, it's not taking effect. It's probably because in our shader, we're not actually using it yet. We don't have the code for this. Hey, Alex, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Prodigal Son, good to see you. How are you today? I was just thinking about you earlier today. I need to send you a question. I'm kind of curious about something. I'm kind of curious how those videos from Quantic Flux and Crispy have performed for you, if you've noticed any bumps on that. Anyways, well, I'll send you a message. Looks like you missed a lot of developments. Well, you know, we're moving along. We're pushing forward. Oh. Grace, are you VTuber Hannah? I typically don't respond to Discord messages that are cold calls because they typically tend to be people trying to sell graphic design services. Which, like, is fine. It's a craft. That's great. I just don't like being cold called. So can you send me like a follow-up message about what it's about? And I'm just gonna throw it right out there. If it's a cold call, trying to sell stuff, not gonna work out. Okay. Contemplating why the clock says it's 5:30 a.m., but my body says it's time to get up. Oh, goodness. Well, I mean, I'd say you had kids, but I don't know if that's the case or not. Okay. So we need to bring this in. So it's going to be color equals flash color, and then color Pinwheel. Wow. Thank you for those Jiminy Christmas. Thank you. My gosh. Pinwheel has been a pillar of this whole community since, frankly, before it even started. He's absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, Pinwheel. Thank you for helping make this possible. Vevin, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Original color.a. Yeah. Semicolon. Is that going to work? Is that going to... Because it's going to assign the flash color full opacity. And then we're going to multiply our color by... We need to get the original color. So... Vec for original color equals texture, which is something that I'm still trying to like understand what is the reality of how this works. Texture and UV. So we're grabbing the colors that are currently on it and then mapping that to these coordinates, which is a relativistic. Shaders are crazy, man. I don't know. And then we don't need that anymore. And then semicolon? Yeah? We cool? You're not yelling at me anymore. Let's see if this works. Oh, man. Okay. Original color.a. Okay. Ooh. Saw a message from foxhollowgames saying that I'm amazing, so I had to jump on. I see this is not directed at me specifically. Hey, you don't know that, Prodigal. You don't know that. You are amazing. You've made way more amazing stuff than I have. That's for darn sure. Tootie Fighter, welcome in. It's good to see ya. How are ya? Okay. Let's see. Our shader is a little bit busted. Make it so games. Hello, how are you? Huge congrats. Thank you so much. It's been a while that we've been working towards this, and it's a really exciting thing. I don't know what we're gonna do for it necessarily, other than just release another video that's as high quality as we can make it and see where it goes. But yeah, we just got to get those watch hours up so we can finally get monetized. So now all you YouTube people can enjoy ads that actually help me. You can add my game to your list if you don't have it on there already. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I finish reading that, I think I do. Yes, Coconut Head, the twin-stick platformer Metroidvania, right? It's a Metroidvania twin-stick platformer, but I'm not set on the name yet. What, you don't want Coconut Head? Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you so much for coming in, Make It So Games. It's so good to see you. Yeti Doc Phil, hello. Welcome in. Welcome. Good to see ya. Okay. So, like I mentioned, we have this video that's coming up, right? I am actively making things for it right now. And one of those things that I'm making is a potato bun. That potato bun dough is rising as we speak. and its timer just elapsed. So I'm gonna run ads. We're just a few minutes early, and then go deal with that dough that's rising, get it into its next rise, and then that will coincide after that one rises with another ad break. So we'll be on track at that point. So, thank you so much for everyone hanging out here. It's so good to see you. I'm gonna go deal with some rising dough. We'll be right back with more shader insanity and trying to figure out why is this not working. We'll talk to you in just a second. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Good to have you here. I am a little worried my dough is gonna just be terrible. I'm pretty sure I have added too much amylase enzyme. And I don't think this is going to cook, but we'll see. Hold on. What is YouTube going on about? What is happening? How's Godot treating you? I saw that it revived Brachy, so I was curious, but only on a Huniti dev for the last 9 years. Yeah, so I haven't used Unity ever, and I've only started doing game dev since November. So you got to keep that in mind. The only other engine I've worked in is GameMaker. So I've worked in GameMaker and now Godot. I really like Godot. And I'm excited to keep on learning about Godot. I'm excited to keep on pumping out projects in Godot. I think it's going to be one of my go-to engines for a good long while, though I do plan on learning Unity and Unreal. Some of the things I really love about Unity is that it just seems very fleshed out, like a fully capable game engine that is free and free from the boardroom. So that's very intriguing to me. Just want to make sure I pronounce it right. No, you don't pronounce it right. Godot official told everyone that nobody knows how to pronounce it. So that to me is permission to pronounce it however you want. So sometimes it'll be Godot. Sometimes it'll be Goodly Doodly. Sometimes it'll be Googersnotch Doodle. And those are all viable. Oh my gosh, show me the YouTube emoji you don't like. The YouTube emojis are so bizarre. Like, looking through them, I'm like, what are these for? Why are we not just using the normal, like, are you trying to brand on your emoji style? Like, what's going on? Okay. So let's go to our 2D here. Sprite 2D, our flash percent is not being taken into account. So, of course it's not. It's not in here. Okay. So we need to do, like, we need to do a mix That's what we need to do. Mix of original color, flash color, and flash percent. Yeah. I think that's going to be the ticket. All right, can I save that and it'll fix itself? Good, okay. So now we've got a blank one. Oh, okay, so we do need to bring back that transparency. There we go, there we go. Okay, okay. Go do not collect $200. Okay, come on. I got a good feeling about this one. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Ah! Okay, let's keep going. What is the problem here? Is it that... But we're not playing. We're not playing the animation yet. How do I hook this up to each other? What is your favorite video game made with Unreal Engine? I don't know. I don't know, Yeti Doc. I guess I don't know what has been made in Unreal. What games made in Unreal 5? I mean, does like Unreal Tournament, the original, count? The problem with Unreal is that a lot of the times it's so resource intensive. And it's so hard to learn, and it's so capable that most of the people that use it are like really big AAA studios, and most of the time, they are making games that just like do not interest me in the slightest. Like Ark, like I could not care less about Ark. Tekken, I'm not a Tekken fan. Sorry, 2D fighters. Prodigal. Like, I don't know. I mean, looking at the quick list here, like maybe I haven't played it yet, but Remnant 2, I really like Remnant 1. I hear Remnant 2 is really good. Like I tend to lean more into the indie side of things because they do more interesting things usually, right? Not always, of course, but like the games that I'm seeing here are like, I mean, there's Abyss World Apocalypse. I don't know what that is. We got like a demon elephant monster though. That seems cool. Hold on. Bring this up. Like, this seems cool, right? Unreal's my favorite. Don't tell GameMaker. It's okay. We can play Brawlhalla. Hilarious. Like, Arc Age 2, like, no. Arc, no. Black Myth Wukong, cool idea. From what I hear, not executed on very well. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything in this list that, like, intrigues me. Like, Fortnite, like, no. No, thank you. I don't want to touch Fortnite with a 10-foot pole. Lords of the Fallen was interesting. It just wasn't executed on very well. I'm curious how Lords of the Fallen 2 is to, like, play. Wait a minute. Hold on. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra? What is this? What? What is this?
Storytellers in video games. My good friend, Amy Hennig. Amy, come on out.
What is this? I'm such a sucker for everything Marvel.
This technique allows you to see an unprecedented level of geometric detail.
Like, okay, rad, cool, but like...
In the
red, white, and blue underwear.
Yes, yes.
That shield that you hide behind does not belong to you. You are unworthy of it.
All right, and as he pauses here, Roman, why don't you go in really close and really show everybody the detail that we have in these models.
Wow,
it's insane,
that's
right?
pretty impressive.
Like,
that's pretty impressive.
It's essential for us to retain every nuance of the outstanding performance that our actor, Kari,
that is really cool.
Turn around, boy.
Are you going to show any gameplay?
Look, pal, I don't know who you are.
But I know who you are. Captain, America's hero. Dancing around in red, white, and blue underwear.
Says the man dressed like an overgrown house cat.
That shield that you hide
Wait, is this a
behind
fighting
does
game?
not belong to you. You are unworthy of it.
I don't have time for this.
Is this a fighting game? I mean, that looks super rad, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm very interested in this. Action? Okay. Because it looked like maybe they were trying to do a, what's the DC fighting game? Injustice or something, right? With the bridge and the two characters meeting in the middle, right? I'm guessing that's... Well, that can't be Shuri, right? I mean, it's 1943. I mean, that's got to be T'Chaka, right? And I love the idea of T'Chaka chasing down Captain America to get the shield back. Like, I'm so down for that story. It kind of messes with the Marvel timeline a bunch, but that's fine. It's a video game. Whatever. Okay. Most companies end up making their own amalgamation. Yeah, Prodigal, exactly. Oreo block not found. Marvel vs. Capcom. Yeah. AAA are not games, they're movies. Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with the sentiment, right? Where, like, AAA is a lot more about spectacle, and it's about refined... It's a refined white flower, right? That is probably not very good for you. Batman Arkham games were made in Unreal Engine. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I really like the Batman games. Those were all really good. Redfall. I know we all loved Redfall. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the very long-winded answer to your question. The answer is, I don't know. We'll see. Something. I hope it gets better. I hope some cool, because like the technology is incredible. It's just hard when when it's so resource intensive to really use to its maximum capacity. That's going to lend you to certain types of customers more. And those types of customers that have such a large market share and so many resources, they do not have the ability to risk, right? They're so big that everything they produce has to make money, bar none. And it has to make a ton of money. So they have to go with less risky things in the market. And that's really all it is to me. Whoa, Tobugus, hello. Welcome in. So good to see you. How are you today? Whoa, loud. Blast everyone's ears out right in time for the raid. How are you doing, Tobugus? How is your stream? How are the both of you? Feel free to raid and run, by the way. Welcome in, raiders. It's so good to see you. Fody Game Dev, hello. While you're, doing the customary back and forth of a raid, for all of you raiders who are new here, we are a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the game industry. So right now we're working on a game that I started out as a game jam project, and I am working to try and refine it. It is a superhero-based dexterity roguelike, is what I'm calling it. Where you basically have like Helldivers 2 stratagems over here on the left that you are trying to do in the right order in order to, win a fight. You have a certain amount of time. When that ticks down, the enemy takes their turn. You go back and forth, Slay the Spire style. When you finish a fight, you're going to go into your downtime activities. You're going to train your powers up. You're going to go rescue Aunt May. You're going to take care of your spouse. Do all those things that you do in superhero stories. Right now, we're trying to polish up and refine this click experience. We're trying to get a little white flash to show up. We're working on shaders. I'm really bad at shaders. I'm just barely starting to learn about them. So if you also are bad at shaders, or if you're really good at shaders and like yelling at people who are bad at shaders, you're in the right spot. UE has a problem where its games are easy to make beautiful out of the box, which leads to a lot of shovelware. Interesting, Alex. Interesting. Hello, Aki Senkin. Hello. Yeti Doc Phil. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am a romantic person. I love that. Welcome in. Thyra Tarot. Hello. We do indeed raid and dash. Early access releases Friday. Yes, I saw that you're like releasing something. Super congrats. I'm following along. I can't wait to see how it goes. You go take care and rest up because you need to keep working on things. Thank you for raiding on in. It's so good to see you. Cubus, hello, welcome on in. You know worried. Go sleep more. Go sleep good. Yeah. Okay, Prodigal, thanks so much for hanging out over on YouTube. Good to see ya. Have a great rest. It's Boo with her personal account. There you go. Perfect. I love it. 2D Fighter, I agree with the UE statement. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, especially when they're doing all of their like AI tech, I'm really curious how that's going to impact the pipeline for people. Don't forget to play the animation. I know, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, because we've got it playing the animation, but for some reason it's not like hitting, and I can't remember exactly what the missing link is for me. Sir Alex Grimm, I've seen countless games with marketplace assets made in Unreal Engine, and it's always the same story. Cool screenshots, little to no content, and if there is, it's garbage. That's a bummer. Okay, take care, Tabagus. Good to see you. So yeah, I'm taking a look at my project that I did this on over the weekend. I successfully did it. I was like, oh, that's cool. I need to remember that for Monday. And then I've been cooking all day. So, of course, it has flown directly out of my mind. Because, like, if we go to our animation player, right? And we play the animation. It's not... Suck. Why? Why? Why is it not playing? Huh. I mean, it's, flash percent, right? Yeah, we're doing flash percent. Huh. Got character menu working. Pretty satisfied with how it looks. Oh, that's awesome, Alex. Congratulations. For those who don't know, Alex is building their like capstone project, their senior project, in order to graduate. And they're doing this really big open world, procedurally generated, massive thing. And they thought they had like 30 days in order to build it all. And then I believe the deadline got moved up on you, right, Alex? So it's like this week now you have to have it all done by. I'm amazed you're in here at all, Alex. My goodness. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is that our problem? One. Key. Key? Wait, was that the whole problem? Was it just not keyed correctly? That would be embarrassing. Oh. Okay. Okay. It is what it is. Welcome to college, yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we've got some stuff breaking here. Local to scene, says Foolbox. Foolbox. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. Now that we're properly adorned. Local to scene. I'm not totally sure. Like, I get the idea that that's like making it apply to specifically that instance, right? I don't know how to do that though. There's a flag on the shader. Oh, that's so rad. Wow, that's way easier than I thought it was going to be. Thank you, Foolbox. Man, dropping the hot knowledge. By the way, if anyone does not follow Foolbox in here, you definitely should. I mean, I feel like most people in the chat are streamers, and that we're all aware of each other. But in case you're not, also, I should have done a shout out to Tabuckus. I'm so bad at shouting people out when they raid. That's why I set up a bot to do it, and it isn't working. Foolbox is getting very close to release, I believe, right? For his puzzle game Block Game, which you can find on Steam and throw a wish list. Shout them out. Well, I have to wait another minute. I have to wait a full minute. Block Shop. All right, let's throw the link out for Block Shop. Go wish list that. Foolbox is a tremendous developer. He was just on Captain Coder's showcase and everything a little bit ago. Great guy. great friend, great developer. And then, of course, in case you missed to bug us, you're going to let me do it? I have to wait another minute and 12 seconds. Just wait. No, not at all. I just believe in helping people do cool things. And, like, you are definitely a person, and you're 100% doing really cool things. So I'm grateful that you're doing that, and I think that deserves people to support it. Okay. So, here. It feels like this is not actually hitting this point. Like, what if we shift it down a little bit? I'm curious if is it a perception problem? Is it timed incorrectly? Okay. That's feeling pretty okay. Okay. So, next up. Animated Sprite 2D. We're going to add a shader on this one. Put in Discord as well. Yeah, sure. All right. No, I can't. 5 more seconds to shout out to Buckus. Jeez. 3, 2, 1. There we go. There's the shout out. Okay. Yeah. There's Block Shop in the Discord. So we're going to add a shader to this. And the shader that we're going to do is to grayscale it. And then we are going to, so this is going to be a color shift. We'll call it color shift. And this will be in our scripts folder. Not scripts. What am I doing? Shaders. There we go. Okay. Shaders. Gonna delete all that. Delete all that. Delete all that. I need to start turning templates off. I'm kind of getting to that point where I don't really need that anymore. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit beyond what I have done so far. I have done something very close to this, but I have not completely done it as we're going to need to here. Hey, what? There we go. Okay. So I'm looking at my old project. I'm going to bring a lot of this over here. So this isn't going to be a vertex shader. We don't need to do vertex stuff. We're going to do vec4 original color equals texture, comma, UV. And then we're going to make a grayscale computation of that. So that's going to be the average of all the values. So it's going to be original color.r, original color.g, original color.b divided by 3.0. So that is our average grayscale, right? And then we need to turn that into a vec2. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, right, because I'm passing it in as parameters instead of adding them. Okay. Now we need to vec2 sample chords equals vec2 of grayscale. And so that's going to take our singular value and it's going to turn that into that vec2. We can then use vec4 gradient color. This is setting up a shell for... We're not even going to have a gradient color. Well... Yeah, we are. This is the thing that I'm not totally sure on. We need this to map the color of the symbol that they're clicking on to the gradient UV map of of the sprite, of the animated sprite. So we're going to deal with that in just a minute. We're going to get the grayscale set up first. So color equals vec4, and it's going to be, let's just do grayscale. Can I do that? And then 1.0. But grayscale's a vec2, not a vec3. So we'll do that. And then sample chords. There we go. Okay. And we'll do original dot color dot A. Okay. So now we have a grayscaled effect, right? Let's jump in, take a look at how it looks in game. Well, it's all on by default, but we have our grayscale in, right? So now what we need to do is we need to bring in the color for our dot. So I think what we're gonna do is vec4 colorized equals, and then we're gonna do a mix. Wow, Luis Moreira Dev? Please correct me. I'm saying that wrong, I'm sure. Welcome in, all of you. It's so good to see you. Thank you for jumping in here. Luis, please educate us on what you were. Also, first off, feel free to raid and run. You're tired. You've been streaming for a long time. You've been putting on a show for random strangers on the internet that may have been yelling at you to mule all day. You feel free to take care of yourself. But if you have the time and the inclination, I'd love to hear what you were up to. What were you doing today? Welcome on in, LaHero921, Luis Moreira, Freakstream. Wow. Thank you so much for those follows, Luis and Freakstream. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. For those of you who are new, while you are formulating any response that may or may not be coming, for those of you who are new, we are a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the game industry. Thank you, LaHero. Appreciate that. Thank you. So we're a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the game industry. Right now, I am building my own game that started off as a game jam project. From our very first Fox Hollow Jam. We do quarterly game jams with our corporate sponsors. We have another one coming up in July. There's going to be a lot of prizes in store. It's going to be a great time. I'm really excited about it. So welcome on in, everyone. It's so good to see you. Yeah, welcome in. I'm trying to figure out shaders to make this particle effect on these things work better. Let me comment that out so we can actually take a look at what this is. This is I'm calling it a superhero dexterity roguelike. So these bursts shouldn't be on there until you click on them. But the idea is you have these Helldivers type sort of stratagems. You're clicking on dots in the right order in order to do powers and win the fight. You have a certain amount of time you have to do that in, though. After that timer runs out, the bad guy takes their turn. So now he put this little bump in here that's going to make it harder for me to click on things, right? Now everything's a lot more chaotic, and it's going to be more rough on me. So that's the kind of idea. You go back and forth. That's how a fight works. In between fights, you'll have downtime activities where you have to take care of your powers and train them up, but also deal with your family life, go save Aunt May, all those fun things. So working on new environments today. Saw the title and decided to raid. Thank you so much for coming in, Luis. That's awesome. I'm going to throw in you a follow. I can't wait to jump into one of your streams soon. What are you building, Luis? Do you have time to let me know? I have a spreadsheet where I keep track of what everyone is working on. So I would love to add you to my spreadsheet. And that goes for everyone in chat as well. If you're working on something, I'd love to hear about it. Okay. Let me just. I'm getting this sheet updated. I'm not taking it lightly here. Okay. Great. Digimon with guns? Wait, hold on. That sounds familiar. Are you really doing Digimon with guns? I just started learning Godot. Still no clue. You know what? Right there with you, Freakstream. I started Godot about a month and a half ago after getting started in game dev with GameMaker. I started just back in November, so I'm pretty new. My background is in product design. I'm not an engineer. I do not, know code. I took some coding classes in school, but that was pretty much it. So I'm right there with you. We're learning together, my friend. So what we're working on right now is changing this grayscale to be corresponding to the color of the dot the dot that is getting clicked on. So I need to find a way to mix the color based on what kind of symbol it is. That's something I've got to figure out. I'm making a roguelike monster raising bullet hell shoot. Wow, Foolbox was right. Tamagotchi meets Enter the Gungeon meets Binding of Isaac. Whereas Foolbox put it Digimon with guns. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, that is in the spreadsheet. Does it have a name? What engine are you building it in? Been doing game dev for 4 years. Still don't know what I'm doing. Don't believe him. He knows exactly what he's doing. Fool Bool. Oh, Aki Senkin, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Thank you for the follow. Into the Data World. Oh, that's very Digimon then. That's for real. That's like, there is a spiritual succession here. Which is fine. I love Digimon. Steam page should come up next week. I've been saying that for 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. That's a little too personal and real. I'm going to ask you not to trigger me, please. Very inspired by Digimon World 1 on the PS1. Very cool, Luis. That sounds awesome. Sounds super cool. It's when you want a bool that you never know the state of. It's a fool bool. Is that kind of like Schrodinger's integer, you know? All right. So we need to have the oh, wait a minute. I think we can hold on. I was thinking we need to like have a stored variable with the colors in it. I don't think that's necessary though. I think we can do a mix of original color and sample chords, right? We'll do mix percent, and I'll make that a new uniform up top here. So uniform, float, mix percent as a hint range. Yeah, that'll be just fine. Don't forget the semicolons. Playing Digi Theft Auto. That's amazing. And we'll also set this to a default value of like 0.5, whatever. Sure. Fool bool, fool int, full string. There you go. Schrodinger. There you go. There you go. I'm actually slowly building myself a library, and everything is foolish something. That's amazing. Okay, so yeah, the problem is our sample chords, right? 1.0. Can I do that? Is that going to turn it into a vec4? Can I wrap you in parentheses and then you'll be a vec4? No? Oh, right, because we have to, like, declare it as a vec4, right? Oh, jeez. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'd wishlist that. Foolish button, foolish panel, foolish everything. That's amazing. I love that. That's so great. Now, when you say a library, you're talking about like a literal library, like a physical library, or like a library of components for your games and frameworks and stuff that you use. We do have ads starting in just a minute. We're going to pause development. I'm going to go deal with some more bread that may or may not actually turn into bread. And we'll be right back right after these ads. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thank you to everyone for the raids, Kubagus and Luis Moreira. Gosh, I gotta figure out how to pronounce that. Thank you for all the follows. I appreciate it, and the subscriptions. It means the world to me that people are buying in and believing into what we're trying to do with our mission of trying to help people accomplish impossible things. So thank you for being here. We'll go into ads. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Where are we at? My library for reusable logic in games might make it public one day. Nice, very cool, Foolbox. My utility labs are called futility, so everything is F-panel. Oh shoot, that's funny. To start with what I need and slowly build it up. Doesn't need to be big and perfect. Sure. Okay. Oh, this is awesome. Confusion only makes the joke better. That's hilarious. Okay. Very, very cool. So, let's see. We need to change colorize.a equal to original color.a. And then we can change our color to colorized. Is that gonna work? Redefinition of. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, sure. Okay. 1 second. Okay. All right. Here we go. Unknown identifier, an expression, original color. Really? Oh, organal. This is my organ color. Okay. So we've got that. So theoretically, let's see how this works. Yeah, we're not getting different colors of the effects. Okay. Oh, because we're not getting our own. Oh, duh. That's why. For some reason, I thought original color was getting the color of the sprite 2D. It is not getting that color. It is getting the color of itself. Duh. So we need to figure out how to get the sprite 2D's texture. So can I reference a node in a shader? Godot shader language. I should do Godot 4 shader language. 4 shader. Answer is no? Really, Connie? Hey, welcome on in, Connie. Hey, by the way, if anyone does not follow Connie, you should. They're one of those people that I would, like, if my life depended on someone building something in Godot, like, Connie Dev would be one of the people that went straight to mind. Connie Dev is a incredible developer with Godot. Has done so many really crazy projects. PC Ho. Is it PC Ho, Puck Ho, or Pacho? In any case, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Explain what you want to achieve. I want to mix the color of the sprite 2D on the shader for the animated sprite 2D. So I want to get the color that's of the texture here and then mix it into this one. I just heard if you can reference node in a shader. Yeah. Because like we can, I know how to get the texture of itself. you can give your shader a texture and set this. You can give your shader a texture. There's a mix method. Well, yeah, I know mix. We're doing the mix. But like this texture over here for the sprite is going to be one of like 5 different textures. And which texture that is defined in the code. So like I can't statically define it, right? You can set this dynamically. Okay. Just expose a source color on the shader and update that on the script where you spawn in the... Oh, that's a really good idea, Luis. And I know enough about shaders to know that that's a good idea. Hey, look at me learning. I like that idea a lot. So this will be uniform, vec4, symbol, color, color, source color equals 0.0, 0.0, 1.0, 1.0. There we go. Thank you for the shout out. Well, of course. Of course. Learning is occurring. Yes, absolutely. I would trust Connie more than me on this one. Sure. I mean, that's fair. Like I said, I trust Connie with my life. My brain is slowed down. Have a dog on the lap. I hear that. Use brain capacity to pet him. I hear ya. I hear. So dogs get along okay with Kenkus then, huh? That's interesting. Okay. So we have that. And now we can set our shader color equal to what the Sprite 2D's texture is. Connie is not a Kenku. Connie is Connie. Bunser, I feed crows and my dog and crows are fine with each other. So yes, there you go. There you go, Connie. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So I have stuck to myself. Do we have symbol type defined in here? I mean, like we have to, right? Yeah, symbol type. Okay. Oh, but it's being rigidly defined. It's being statically defined as brawl. That don't make no sense. Okay, symbol type. Where are we defining that? Oh, it's in the individual right, because there are children off of this, right? So if we go to our scenes, forgot to ask, are you going to watch the new Doctor? No spoiler, please. I haven't yet, but I should. We didn't ever make it through, shoot, what's her name? I don't remember her name. The gal Doctor. We didn't make it through. We watched the first season of her, and that was the last Doctor Who we watched a long, long time ago. So we need to catch up. Jump over Judy. That sounds like a good children's book. Technically, my co-host is the Kenku, and now everyone is a Kenku. Okay, all right, there we go. Thank you for the education there, Connie. Yeah. So we're doing it in our children here. So if we go back to symbol parent, we should be able to say this symbol color is equal to on a match case, right? Should be able to match it. If I'm thinking of this correctly, which I always am. Alex isn't in here yet. Or not Alex, Jack. Jack isn't in here, so I'm always right. All right. Take care, Connie. Thanks so much. So before we do the click flash, we need to set the color range here, which I have done in the past, and I am struggling to remember how to do it, but we'll get there. We will remember. So what do we do here? We've got match on symbol type. And the type will be this. So match on that, pass, match on block, which I need to redo all this because this is no longer the case. These are not symbol types anymore. Brawl block, and then energize, and then dot superpower. Yeah, this was back in the old way of the game design, which we're no longer doing, where each symbol itself was an effect, and we're not doing that anymore. Okay. So if it is brawl, then we need to set animated sprite 2D dot. Is it going to be that easy? No. Shader. Shoot, how do we... Oh, man, I need to go look at my old project that I just did the other day where we were doing this. Music went a while ago. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Aki. I turned it off when we launched the game because it also has its own music. And then, you know, it's hard to know if we're going to go launch the game again or not, but I think it's okay to say we're probably not going to be doing this for a little bit. Dot material dot set I think that's right. Yes, dot set parameter dot get. Well, okay. What does material have? Nope, that's not going to be helpful. Okay. Can we do separate? Nope. Okay. Godot for how access shader parameter in script. Let's see. Dot set underscore shader underscore parameter. Okay, set shader parameter. And then we're setting symbol color. We're setting it to sprite 2D. How do we do this? Because we need to get the color. And I don't want to like statically define that. Yes, thank you, Luis. Hey, we both got there. We both got there. I guess for now, to try and get stuff moving. Where are our dots? Aha. Okay. Red is this color. Ooh, but that's in hex code. I don't think I can do that. Okay, so we need hex to RGB converter. Oh, did you get hit by AutoMod? Oh, foolproofed. Thanks, AutoMod. Thanks for letting me know, Aki. That was ridiculous. It may think that the words between the dots are links. Could be, yeah. I like Godot. I honestly can't get around to liking GDScript and their editor for it. So painful to look up methods, no proper linting, and error messages. Overly foolproof to where some advanced stuff gets annoying to do, having to fight with the engine. So glad they support C#. I know a lot of people really love C#. And I can understand that. You know, if I were like a well-versed engineer, I could see that definitely being the route that I go. But I'm not. So we're just, you know, I just do this. And it works pretty well for me. You know, like I'm not doing anything crazy complex, and I don't incredibly know what I'm doing. Expected closing after grouping expression. Yeah. What? There's a method on coloring Godot itself. Oh, very cool. To convert from hex. That's nice. I didn't know that. C# is nice for refactoring. GDScript not so great for that. And I've heard that C# can be a little bit more performant, although like usually in practice it's not all that big of a deal, because a lot of GDScript is like running in C# anyways, from what I understand. I don't know. Okay. As an ex-Unity dev, I'd love if Godot was just built in either Python or C#. GDScript feels like a half measure. I've heard a lot of sentiments similar to that, Luis. And I've also heard a lot of people kind of disagreeing with that, and I don't know enough to like really take a stance on any of that. Unfortunately. Material.set shader parameter. And then we can set a texture image. That doesn't seem like it would work though. Should I do vec4? Is that gonna work? Yeah. That's what I was afraid of. Okay. So if we do like var color equals vec4 vector 4 1. Yeah, it could just be 1. And then we can set you to color, and then no constructor of vector 4 matches the signature of vector 4 float. What do I have to do? The whole thing? Performance is not that important for most people. Just make a game first, then think about optimization. Yeah. I agree. Color dot from string hex. Oh, interesting. Okay, thank you, Aki. Appreciate that. C# is great because it has a lot of libraries that can simplify your life. Plus, I'm biased, and C# has been my base since 2018 and early. See, I learned in C++, so until I can just get my hand on some pointers, I'm probably just not going to be happy. I ended up learning GDScript, so I'm using it, but I miss my strong types. I hear people say that a lot, and I don't know why. I mean, I get that it, like, can tighten things up a little bit, but, like, is it that big a deal? Is it really that big a deal? I don't know. Probably. I mean, people who know a lot more about it than I do are concerned, you know? So it's, let's see, 242, 242.0, 72.0, 34.0, and 1.0. Okay. Is that gonna work? Abo, sorry for the weird question, but when you were young, did you share a computer with someone, and what was your age when you had your own computer? Why do I feel like I'm getting involved in an argument I don't want to be a part of? Abo, I think, yeah, I mean, we had a family computer all growing up, and then I think I was like 12 when I kind of inherited my brother's computer. And I'm going to say it straight up, that was way too early. Way too early to have my own computer. Also, I'm just realizing I think something is burning upstairs. I'm going to go take care of that. and we're just a few minutes away from ads. We're gonna run ads. I'm gonna go make sure my house doesn't burn down. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for hanging out here today. Okay. You can code Godot in C++. Yeah, I have heard that. But don't call my bluff, please. It's a very big pet peeve. You can force typing in the editor, yeah. You can make it throw errors if you don't do it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Okay, cool. Sounds great. Hey, I'm kind of curious to see if this is working. So we gotta click on the red ones. Okay. Invalid call, non-existent function, set shader. Oh, parameter. There you go. All right, I'll try it again. Okay. I don't think it's working. Okay. Well, let's fill these out. I guess we only need to do this one once, right? We don't need to do that on everyone. So we'll set the color there. Or one second. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and swap out the colors for these other types. We're in block right now. There we go. So this is 13,153. Oops, there we go. Okay, fine. 13,153. And I'm not happy with the way that I'm doing this, by the way. This is not very future-proof in anything, but I kind of just want to get it working, and then I can figure out a better way to do it later. This is energized, yeah? Okay. 255. Oh, we hit full 255. Look at us. 205. And 41. Okay. And then the superest power, this fuchsia, 255 and 0. Wow. 0 and 255. And then 214. Okay. So let's do that. So we're changing color based on which symbol it is. Okay. And then I want to print color. I want to see if we're actually setting it correctly. Is the problem where we're setting it or where we're mixing it? Okay, yeah. So we're definitely setting it. At least we're setting the color correctly. I'm kind of curious now. Are we setting the shader parameter correctly? So animated sprite 2D dot material dot get shader parameter of symbol color. Is that working? Yeah. Okay, so that is working. Okay. So then we are playing that. We're playing the click flash. We're playing the random animation. Actually, random animation needs to happen somewhere else, doesn't it? So all of this stuff about colors needs to happen before we play the animation. We can get rid of that print. Put color up above. Okay. So we're picking a random animation. We're reducing its opacity. We're setting up its color. We're setting the color. And then we're playing it. Right? No. Okay. So let's go back to our shader. Where are we mixing things? Mix. We're mixing original color. But we don't really want original color. We want symbol color, right? I don't think we need original color anymore. Other than for its alpha channel. Let's try that out. Okay, well, I mean, it's definitely getting mixed, but it's not, it's not adjusting it to the color of the sprite yet. Like, they're all the same amount. Right, yeah. Okay. Okay. This is where my brain is kind of breaking. It's like, is it messing here in the mixing? I don't think so. It's not getting, for some reason our symbol color is not. Can we do like a print here? How do we how do we print in shader language? For print shader language. I know this is something that I should know. I've done it a bunch of times. You don't print in shaders? I thought there was a way. I thought there was a way. Like in this course that I'm going through on shaders, I could have sworn they had us do it like a bunch of times. But I could be wrong. Maybe they're just printing it like in a script. Shaders run on the GPU. Those are not good at handling text. I mean, sure. Okay. Okay. So get the feeling we're going to be on some music for a little bit longer. My question that I have is, I'm pretty sure we're setting this right. Like when we were doing the print of the color, right, if we print, if we print animated sprite 2D dot material dot get shader parameter of symbol color, like it seems like it's working, right? If we click over here and we look at our debug logs, like that definitely seems like we're getting different things being pulled from the shader parameter, right? And then we play the animation. And then for some reason, do we just need to get rid of the default source color? Like, is that our problem? Is it overwriting itself? No. In fact, it's still doing the blue, which is weird. Works as I imagine it should work from the code. What are you expecting to happen? Well, we're trying to swap the symbol color out, right? And it seems like it is getting swapped out. But then when the shader runs, it's not using like the updated color for whatever reason when it's doing its color mixing. So like if I change this to, you know, bright pink, and I click on things, it's going to be bright pink every single time instead of updating based on what we're clicking on. Right? Which is weird because it's like, it's right there. Right? If we do like a symbol color plus string. Okay. Oops. All right, take care, Luis. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for the raid. It's so good to see you. Welcome, man. I can't wait to catch one of your streams soon. Like, the symbol color is getting updated. But it's not being run. It's not being utilized in the shader. So, like, am I using the wrong variable? What am I doing wrong here? Grayscale equals original color. Sure, that's just fine. Sample chords is its own vector 4, and then we colorize on a symbol color, which is up here, and then sample coordinates, which is our grayscale, turned into a vector 4, and then we're doing according to mix percent. Hey, welcome back, Connie. Good to see you. How's the pupper? And then we're resetting the alpha channels. Got a beautiful, starful sky. Too bad that I didn't see it because of light pollution. Shoot. Oh, I hear you, Connie. When I was in college and I took an astronomy course, and I remember being able to go out and... Mothman, you got it. being able to go out at night and whoop, go out at night and see all the constellations we were learning about. I can't do that now. I can maybe see Orion's belt like a little bit. Everything else, though, it's gone. Completely gone. We had Aurora Borealis over here and, like, couldn't see a darn thing because of light pollution. It's a bummer. Okay. How's the shader going? It's going okay, Connie. I feel like we're hooking things up correctly, but for some reason, it's just not doing what it needs to. We are setting the color correctly. You can see that down there. That is getting the shader parameter. But then for some reason, it's not being utilized in the actual shader itself. So we're just getting everything as the same color, which it shouldn't be. It should be getting changed to this color. So I'm trying to figure out why that is. Where are we referencing symbol color? I mean, nowhere. We're just doing it right here, right? Where we're mixing it. We're mixing that symbol color with our grayscale coordinates. Set shader parameter looks wrong. How so? Did you check that one? Well, I don't know what you mean. Because of the space? What space? Godot for set shader param. Okay. Let's bring this over. Does Godot rewrite parameter names with capitals and spaces? Symbol underscore color. What? What? What are you guys talking about? Give me a second. Check it on my code, but I think it has to be what Fool said. Oh, is it because color is a keyword and it's, or does it? Oh, so we're not referencing the name as it's appearing in the inspector. We're referencing the variable name. Is that right? And that would be why we would be getting it appropriately, because we're like essentially creating a new parameter and setting it and then reading that same thing. It has to be the name of the parameter. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, thank you. That will probably do it. I understand why people... okay. It's at least different. That's good. I understand why people kind of complain about Godot being too heavily string-based, because that sort of thing seems like it's really easy to get caught up in. I don't know. Maybe that's just me and my non-engineering brain, but you can swap between the presentation, click on the little tool symbol, and choose raw. You can swap between the presentation, click on the little tool symbol, right between filter properties. Where are filter properties? Inspector. Okay, inspector. Swap between the present. Click on the little tool symbol. Little tool symbol. What, this one? Ah, next to filter properties. Raw. Oh. Oh, okay. That's cool. I like that. That's nice. I didn't know that. I think I am going to move it back to capitalized just because I've learned it in this way, but there will probably come a time when I just decide, no, I'm going to move it back over to raw. Probably after a lot of frustrating moments like this one. Hey, we top Foolbox something. Nice. Tiny Devil, thank you. Appreciate it. It's so much better this way. So much better which way? With raw? Okay. So we are setting the symbol color. Kalukale. We're done. But for some reason, they're all kind of grayscale except for pink, which is weird. Like that one works, but that doesn't, that doesn't, that doesn't, but then that one does. You can tell which one is private and which one is public. Oh, cool. You also just right-click on the property and copy property path. What? Oh, that's cool. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Thanks, Connie. Appreciate you. It's like, I want to know, is it something weird where it's not overwriting things? Raver, you got it. I'm going to check this out and then we'll add that hat on. Okay, no, the pink is legit being set correctly. But for some reason, the others are not getting set correctly. Okay. Do you have your shader local? I don't know what that means, Connie. I think so. In fact, I think I do know what that means. Oh, local to scene. Okay. We did on the other shader. We did on the other one. Let's try it out now. Okay. Still the same story. Okay. Hey, Aeroaxie! Good to see you. How are you, friend? We weren't doing Godot for that Fox game part. No, we were doing that in GameMaker. And then, I don't know if you heard that, but my dog just let out a very large groan. We were doing that in GameMaker, and then we hosted our game jam, and I wanted to learn Godot for that. And so we started just doing stuff in Godot, and that project seems to be taken off, and people are interested in it, so we're going to keep on going with it. Yeah. Otherwise, all of them share the properties. Yeah, thank you, Connie. Unfortunately, it's not completely fixing the problem, but that is definitely something I need to have been done. Foxy has been converted to Godot. Honestly, I kind of have been. It's a very good engine, and I'm reading a lot of really positive things about it. I'm being able to build the types of things I want to build, and I love that it's free and there's no boardroom. I don't have to worry about some suits coming along and saying, we're going to change our business model, and now all my knowledge is gone, right? So I definitely am going to be learning Unreal and Unity as well. I do believe in using the right tool for the right job, but I do think, like, Godot's kind of going to be the multi-tool, right? It's going to be the all-purpose thing. One of us, all the Godot. Just give out the set color in the shader for debugging purpose. It has a lighting system. It has a lot of things that GameMaker does not have. Still matters to me that GameMaker doesn't use or doesn't have that. Yeah, no, I mean, like, it doesn't have a controller. It doesn't have UI. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. I don't know why they really stick on not including certain things. Connie, in the shader for debugging purposes, give out the set color. Color equals symbol color. Okay. Equals symbol color. Yeah. Yeah, it's white. I'm white. It's white. Always forget about that one. Still, man, so Sammy did all that stuff with that, and I know, right? Oh, she's yeah. Then you see if the color's set. Yeah, so it's not getting set correctly. Don't you talk down on my engine. No, listen, Narvin, I mean, we've gone over this a bunch of times. GameMaker is very good at certain things, like having native click and drag functionality, pretty much. Or rather, native click events on everything is awesome. I love that about it. It does a lot of things built in that, like Godot, I have to hand build, which is weird. It's weird. I think it does a lot of things really well, and I love how all of its objects have all the same events built in, and I love referencing data. I know I'm kind of a weird one in that regard, but like the way you can reference data between objects in GameMaker is so like powerful. Like you can just kind of get and set whatever you want to get and set, you know? the problem is in the code. Then you never set the color. I mean, maybe. So if we go to our script here, right? We're setting this. For some reason, the superpower is working, but none of these other ones are. And this was just copied and pasted from these. It's like superpower works just fine. Energize does not, block does not, brawl does not. Is there something that I did in here that is like, I don't know, are these the right types? Like, what's going on? I know, Narvin. I know you are, but there's other people who might not be. Collision objects all have input events in Godot. Okay. Yeah, but the signals don't exist. So you have to, like, hand do it, right? And then you, like, it's just, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. And then you have to, like in order to detect if you're clicking on something, like, friggin', you gotta do a whole giant, like, this whole thing. Like, are you over it? Or is it, like, you gotta do all this stuff. You gotta do all this stuff to tell if you're clicking on things. Whereas in GameMaker, I can just click on the click event, select left click, and now it's already doing all that. Where does symbol type come from? So it's getting set here, and it's getting set in children. So the children instances or children nodes, I forget what it's called. You got it, Mothman. Oh dear, I see where this is going. Okay, here we go. Oh dear, and another. Okay, there we go. Oh dear. Yeah, Aeroaxy, I trust you. Just print it. We are printing it. Or at least we're printing the color. So, like, you can see it's getting set, right? Class collision object 2D. Input event. When an input event occurs, requires input pickable to be true and at least one collision. So Aeroaxy, are you telling me I don't need all this? That I can just do input event and it will detect if something is clicked on it? Yes? Okay. All right. I didn't know that. Other people didn't know that because I was told to do this by other people. Print the value before the shader setting. I mean, we are, right? We're printing it right here and then running the animation. Oh wait, you're saying print it before we set it? So like, oh, wait. I'm a dummy. I'm a big old dummy because the Vec4 definition of color in Godot is not 0 to 255 like it is in every graphics program. No, they have to say it's not pronounced GIF, it's pronounced GIF. This is a graphics program. Instead of 255 being the scale like everyone else, we're gonna make it 1. Okay, all right. How do I convert this? Oh man, hey. I found the problem, okay? I found it. I figured it out. Nobody else. Just divide by 255. Okay, cool. That's a simple enough conversion. Okay. Let's do this. Let's bring up the calculator. 242 divided by 255 is this. We'll just say that's 0.95. 72 divided by 255 is 0.28. 0.28. 34 divided by 255 is 0.13. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. You just put 255 everywhere in the code? Really? You can just do division right there? I feel like this is a trap. I feel like this is a haha. Look at the designer trying to code sort of trap. And these are all gonna have to be floats, right? You'll see after he wrote it all. Like I can't just do 255. I gotta do like, will it not require me to do floats? Kind of curious. Kind of curious now. Vec 4 might always... Vec 4 takes floats, but is it gonna... Oh, look at that, you beautiful people, you! You beautiful assorted organisms and artificial constructs. Oh. Beautiful. You're all fantastic. Thank you so much. Man, that's it. That's it. Look at that. Look at that. That feels so rad. That's great. Love it. Love it. GD scripts are very forgiving about that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Super duper duper rad. Okay. Hey, guys. Guys, guess what? We did that. We even got a new thing done. Colorize the VFX. Done! We did it! We did 2 things! We did 2 things today! Woo! You've seen some tween functions that whine like mad about floats. Hilarious. Okay. Hey. That's awesome. I think we did a lot of good work here today. This was fantastic. We did jump in here a little bit late, and we streamed a little bit late. That's just fine. We're not going to have any time for analysis today, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But we're going to go ahead and raid into Robotech. Robotech is a long-time game dev, streamer, hanger-outer person, and she has started doing her own streaming of her own game dev. So we're going to go hang out with her and spread some of the love. I'm finishing. I know, Connie, I know. But also, we have a changing schedule coming up later this week, where we're going to be doing some more hours on some days. So with that being said, we'll see you all next time.